Welcome to the Fire Middle East studio, where we bring you the latest industry insights from global fire leaders and experts. Today, I am joined by Andy Spence, Managing Director of Britannia Fire, who have been manufacturing fire extinguishers in the UK for over 55 years and have revolutionised the industry with their P50 composite extinguisher. Andy, real pleasure to have you here in the studio today. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you. A very nice sunny day here in Norfolk, and yeah, all good so far.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time today, Andy. And, let's get started. Talk to us more about Britannia Fire as a manufacturer. What really sets you apart from the competition?
So yeah, Britannia Fire, as you said, manufactured since 1970 here in Norfolk, and manufactured in Norfolk from day one. So, and we're very proud of our heritage. We designed the very first world's composite fire extinguisher, which we patented. With the P50 and brought it to market in 2010, which people still refer to the P50 as new, but 16 years down the track and we're still getting people referred to it as new, your new extinguisher. But the costs and the environmental advantages the P50 bring were so compelling. When we first brought it to market, we ceased production now of our metal extinguishers as well. So this is 2024 was a pivotal point for our manufacturing plant, and now to date we've sold over 500,000 P50 extinguishers around the world to over 12 countries through authorized P50 partners.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's phenomenal to hear about the journey, Andy, and, supplying globally. But let's talk about the Middle East. How long have you been supplying these extinguishers to the Middle East? And what is it that makes the P50 composite extinguisher so relevant in that region?
So we actually chose the Middle East to launch the product back in 2010. Well, 2000, end of 2010, beginning of 2011 at Intersec. And we've been a big fan of Intersec for many years with our partners Concord. And we've been particularly strong across the Middle East because they want good quality products. They want British manufactured products, and they also want something that's new and the latest technology. They don't want to be left behind by others. So this was a perfect market for us to launch into, and via Concord, who we supply more than, or have supplied more than half, maybe 10,000, 5,000, 10,000 units into the Abu Dhabi region initially for the industrial sector such as oil and gas, as well as Abu Dhabi civil defense. We've now early this year secured a certificate of conformity from the Emirates Safety Laboratory, ESL, also referred to, which is going to open up further expansion into Dubai and the Northern Emirates, which is really exciting for us.
Fantastic. I mean, the Concord brand is very well known in the region, and obviously getting that sort of ESL certification is a huge step for a company like Britannia. And what are the environmental benefits of P50?
So the P50 offers companies cost savings from reduced servicing. So that needs fewer visits to sites. So that's environmentally beneficial because you haven't got those visits. There's time savings as well. There's carbon savings on the sustainability. So if you put all those things together, these bring particularly important for the oil and gas industry who are being pushed on their sustainability credentials, and for other industrial facilities where safety and security is paramount. So we have always been renowned for good quality, best quality equipment, British manufactured. But what we've done is we've taken away the maintenance costs that go with that. So we've engineered out those costs and made it more affordable for the consumer with a longer life product. So our P50 has a 10-year guarantee and needs to be swapped out once in a 10-year period, and then it's good to go for another 10 years. So the sustainability credentials crack up alongside the carbon footprint reduction, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Fantastic. I mean, it's so important in this day and age, Andy. And you speak so highly of the industrial sector there, but another really hot topic, particularly in the Middle East region, is the sharp increase in lithium-ion battery fires and battery energy storage solutions. How is Britannia responding to this new threat?
So the P50 launched P50 ABD, in direct response to lithium battery fires and the rise of these fires. Interestingly, we was talking early this morning about the numbers of fires that are occurring now through lithium battery fires, and just some statistics around that. London Fire Brigade have issued that they're attending a fire every 17 hours, an event. If you look at the outside the wider scope of just London, if you look at the wider scope across the UK, they're attending one event every 5.5 hours. So these are a huge challenge to the fire and rescue service, and they're looking for tools to help them combat it. And this is where the P50 came in, which is with the ABD, which is a water-based fluid and vermiculite particles. It's a natural mineral and therefore safe for the environment. We also developed with ABD a fire blanket to cover vehicles, etc., as well. So again, we're looking at the emerging risks that are out there, but trying to find the right solutions for those risks and for those customers that are facing those challenges as well.
Definitely. I mean, with so much evolution in the world, that there are so many new risks. And aside from lithium-ion battery fires, there's also solar panels and, the emerging risk around that, Andy. Can you talk to us about how your products address any safety challenges around solar panels as well?
Yeah, so we have a P50 PV stop product, which is basically it's like a liquid blanket that you spray onto a solar panel, and it more or less immediately dries and provides a covering over the top of the blanket, over the top of the panel. So it basically switches off the energy, because what happens with solar panels, you can't switch off the sun. So to make them safe when they're generating and harvesting this energy, if there is an event or there is a need to shut it down quickly and responsibly, then the PV stop does that so good. So just immediately spray it onto the panel and it de-energizes that panel. And once the liquid coating is sprayed on, blocking out that light source and shutting them down, it peels off really smoothly. So, and it can stay in place for up to 12 months with no damage. And then ultimately, at the end of that 12 months, you peel it off and it can go in the bin. There's no toxic components in it whatsoever. So it's just disposed of through normal household waste.
Wow. I mean, it's a phenomenal product, Andy, and, really impressive, particularly that it's non-toxic. And like you say, at the end of that 12 months, it can just go right in the waste without any concerns. Tell us more about any more products that you've brought to the market in the past few years.
Yeah, so we've just launched the P50 Monex unit as well. So we've gone from just having a water, or rather a foam unit and a powder unit. We've now got foam, water mist, powder, the AVD, the PV stock, and now we just launched the Monex. So the Monex powder is a really good dry powder extinguisher for high risk industrial areas. It's the petrochemical world love it. It provides a rapid knockdown Class B flammable liquids and Class C gas fires, and it's particularly suitable for those petrochemical plants, airports, fuel depots, power stations, manufacturing, offshore oil and gas. Clear relevance to the Middle East heavy industry and energy sector, and we sell more Monex into the Middle East than we sell anywhere else in the world, because they want the best firefighting capabilities, and that's testament to the region. They've got the risk, and they want to manage that risk effectively and efficiently, and that's what we provide them with.
And Andy, it sounds like everything's going very well for you in the Middle East region. Can our audience see you at any trade shows and exhibitions in the coming few months?
Yes, we are indeed attending the Middle East. We will be out there at the IFSJ event in October, hopefully. Fingers crossed with the tensions out there at the moment. We'll still be able to attend that. And then we will always be at Intersect, whether we attend ourselves or normally what we tend to do is attend with our partners Concord. And we're also hoping to attend ADIPEC as well this year too. So yeah, absolutely. But if you're coming to the UK as well, we're always open to having visitors here as well. If anyone wants to come and visit the factory, the plant, the offices, etc., we're happy to accommodate that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Andy. Great to hear that you're so accommodating, and I'd encourage the audience, if you are visiting the UK, to pay a visit to the Britannia Fire office and manufacturing facility. And it sounds like you've got an excellent events calendar lined up, so the audience can see you, like you say, at IFSJ, hopefully at ADIPEC and Intersec in Dubai in January with the partners at Concord. So Andy, thank you very much once again for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you at events in the Middle East region very soon.
Lovely. Thank you very much.